Hey y'all, Matt here. So today I'm going to be setting up my 5-gallon bucket watering system to my Wynola Ranch cage. So the first thing you're going to need if you do this is your 5-gallon bucket and some sort of lid. I was also able to pick up this little spout off Amazon for real cheap, and so I just drilled a hole in the side and the very bottom of that 5-gallon bucket and put my little valve in. And so you can see that has washers on either side. Now the Wynola Ranch cages with the waters, they come with some little watering cups. I had gone ahead and switched those out for these watering trays, and as you can see that it comes with this black tubing, which is really good, and they sell more of it, but I need a longer link that doesn't have the connectors. So I could just buy more of it, but I had some of this laying around. It is clear, so it will grow algae in there, but we're gonna address that. So this system is extremely simple. I got my 3/8 by 1/2 inch tubing here, and I'm just going to go ahead and connect that right to the spout. If it doesn't connect on very easily, you can always heat the tubing up. It's kind of cold right now, so there we go. This tubing on here, securely like that. And then I'm going to want to keep, I'm actually, with doing this system, I'm only going to leave one watering tray right now. Hey, little guy. That way I can put a second food thing back here, so I'm not filling it every day. And then this should keep their watering dish supplied. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and remove one of these watering dishes. And we're actually just going to remove it, the whole line. And then we'll take this whole one off. Oops. Before I connect this, I'm going to want to cut the line to length. And I'm also going to put a covering on it so that it's not exposed to the sunlight. Okay, so I'm going to cut it to length. I do want to leave just a little bit extra, so that way when I'm moving the trays around and all, it's not snagging. So I'm going to leave a little loop in it. Birdies are freaking out. And then I have some of this extra irrigation tubing laying around as well that I'm not using. So I thought this would make a nice casing for my hose. And that fits perfectly. So you could just buy the right hose, but this is stuff I had around, so I don't have to buy. And so I'm gonna cover this. That'll prevent the algae from growing in there. And then I need to cut it off. Oh man, I should have measured that length first. Okay. So let's see. And I don't want it to cover the hole because it's not going to cover that loop. We'll cut it right up here. Go. So this is that section that's going to be exposed to the window. Our hose here. Ow! Whacked myself in the head with the bucket. That wasn't fun. Okay. And so this, I left that little bit of a loop, and I'm actually going to put, I don't knock myself out. I don't have a hose clamp right now, but I think I may get a hose clamp and put it on here. This does fit pretty tightly though. Okay, so got our watering dish with our little float. Next step's going to be to fill up a 5-gallon bucket, but I'm going to go ahead and clean this tray out first, which I should have done. Alrighty, so we got our tray removed and I'm cleaning it all out. These trays come separate from Wynola Ranch. You can get them. They're watering troughs, but they are excellent. I do suggest them. The float is going to control the water level in here, so I'm going to adjust that because it was kind of off. So I just loosen the screw here, and I can see where I'd like that to go, right there. Alright. Tighten that down. Tighten that down. There we go, that should be good. Now I'll get a cloth to clean that up. There we go, so we've got our trough cleaned and adjusted. Should be about right. I'll hang that on the back there. And this is a dust guard that you can get from them. And so that's going to be attached up here a little bit later. Alright. No hose clamp yet, but that fits nicely. Make sure this is in the off position. And right now this bucket's filled just by me using milk cartons to fill it. I am going to run a drip line that goes down into the lid and over, and that's going to connect to the rainwater system with a little float in here as well. So the idea is when that rainwater system clicks on to give the birds the chickens their water and the few garden things their water, it will also come in here, and if that float is down, it will top this off. But for now, I'm going to pull it out and go fill it with the hose. Alright, cool, so we got our bucket up here. And this is easier to fill with the milk cartons than putting it up there. And I will hook that line in really soon. So we'll go ahead and... So that'll hook up just like that, and I'll end up... Hold up the float to get it going. Hopefully. There we go. So their tray should start filling up. Oh, I had it on the off position, so that's off. There's on. You can see it trickling out now. So it should fill that tray up nicely. These guys want more food. I'll get you that in a moment. Cool, real simple, but that's setting up a 5-gallon bucket to your Wynola Cage watering troughs. Hopefully it helps someone out. So this is the other kind of feeder I have. This one's a little dirty, but I love these because they hold a lot, and I can actually even set them up to put some more in there. So what I'm going to do in addition to this tray, since they may need to go a day or two without a refill there, and these Wynola trays are a little difficult, is I'm going to fill this and we'll hang it there. And so you can see they'll be able to, I'll hang it a little higher I think. Let's do that. There we go. And so they'll be able to stick their heads out in there hopefully and grab some feed, and it's really hard for them to flick it around with those feeders, and I'm hoping especially through those bars it will be. I'm going to fill it up and see if they can use it.
Remember to hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Gooey.
The party pooper.